Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and we're back here with what's kind of turning into our monthly look at Bastide, a brand new medieval town builder type of game. Very much early access. It came out into early access just a couple of months back. Well, actually, I'll check that. I'll put it in the notes on the video. I was going to check it before I started recording, but yeah. And we're looking at one of the brand new features in the updates we've had since the last episode at the end of May, and that's the well, which contains water. In fact, it can contain up to 50, but as you can see, it's gradually refilling because that's what wells do, and also because it's raining, which you can see and hopefully hear. Yeah, the water from the well is used to help the flourishment. Yes, I know that's probably not a word. It helps keep the animals in your pastures alive. They need water. It's also used in the brewing of beer, which we don't have yet. We don't have a brewery nor a tavern in which to sell it. And it also keeps the people alive. Yeah, they like to drink water. Like in the previous update, they were gathering food for their nighttime repast. This time, as the day ends, they'll also collect water from the well. And in fact, at the end of last night, they took all of it. I was rather annoyed when I discovered that, but it is gradually refilling. So I'm not quite sure what their sort of how much they use each day, which actually brings me on to an interesting new thing. Now, I don't remember seeing this in the last update. I do apologise if you did, and I've forgotten that I showed it off. In the house, we now not just have the occupants, the 3 occupants, and the clothes they're wearing and any tools they may have. We could even focus on them. There you are, Forwin. If we go into that, it's a wood house, we can also see how much they've got stored in the house, which apparently is nothing. What's our newest stone house? Are they storing anything? No, nobody's storing anything. And our well, it's still... Oh, there's a lovely little water sound now, which was cool. Yeah, there's been various improvements throughout the game, throughout the last 4 weeks, or whatever it's been since the last update I recorded. The well is one of those new features. They've made various adjustments to the way workers operate, improve production or change the production mechanics. For example, I think the healer is now slightly more productive than they were in the previous updates. They've also changed it so that workers now live somewhere close to where they actually work. So if you reassign someone to work in the healer's hut here, for example, they won't live somewhere the other side of that hill and have to trudge all this way to work every day. So it does a calculation on that every day just to check that everyone's working somewhere close to where they're needed. It's also possible, I don't know if I can do this here, you can transfer animals to a different pasture, which is really nice. Not quite sure why you would want to do that. Perhaps if you've got one pasture which is closer to, say, the butcher for your cattle, or the tailor for your sheep pasture. That's a more obvious example, I think. So if you're putting a new pasture closer to where your tailor is, then you may want to transfer sheep out of your existing pasture, which is further away. So that's nice to know. We also have other updates here. Oh, lots more people names. So we should get fewer people with the same name. Oh, we've got 2 Ingeths here. Do you actually have a surname? No. Yeah. So I'm not quite sure what the number of names is in total, but there should be less chance of repetition there. We also have, and this is so wonderful, I'm so glad that the developer managed to do this eventually. One of the first things I complained about way back when we first looked at the game, if I go into the options here, go into gameplay, I can change the temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Yes, at last. Now, I know in the UK we do use Celsius for pretty much everything. We do use centigrade. But I'm kind of an old-fashioned kind of fella, and I still remember Fahrenheit. And I like temperatures in Fahrenheit. And I believe, in fact, the US of A also uses Fahrenheit for measuring their temperatures. So it's just lovely to have that choice. And especially that it's immediately effective. You don't have to sort of restart the game or anything like that. So that's nice. Thank you so much, MedievalNexus, for making that change. Other things that have changed, we now have a cemetery. So when people pass on, they can be put in there, which also actually has an effect on happiness, which you see at the very top right here. Currently 71 is going down. Oops. That people who are just left to rot on the ground will cause unhappiness. But if you place them in a cemetery, then the loss of happiness will just be people mourning the loss of a loved one or a friend. So that's helpful. There are other things in the build menu now. I think actually they've also reduced the resources needed to build some houses, because some of them did go up quite dramatically in previous updates, which I thought was a bit over the top. They're still quite expensive, some of these, but they're rebalancing that. That's always going to happen. I think it's going to rebalance things like that. In production, we've had that for ages. We now have decorations, so we can now put a campfire in. Let's not do that. Let's come out of there and select it again. It lights up the night, which is nice. I think it also has a small impact on happiness, which is a good thing. Don't press escape, press right button or something. Miscellaneous, we have in here the new cemetery, which we've looked at. I think everything else is pretty much as it was. Nothing else much has changed in here. Nope. Again, it's just been sort of balanced a bit. Why do I keep pressing escape? I get so many games I get confused about as to which button is which. What else? Oh, these tools here. Tree selection and rock selection. What it means, if you have some people spare who are not employed in any particular job, you can send them out to selectively cut down all the trees in this area. So, like that. 3 trees selected at once. So that's sort of beyond the normal remit of your forester, who obviously does the foresting of stuff. Right, so what we'll do is we will fast forward this through the night, get into day so we can actually see what's going on. And again, there's been various improvements in the textures and the graphics and the animations. That's all been improving over time. One new feature, one new character in the game who I've not seen, and I can't see when they were introduced into the game, is the merchant. So we will now get merchants arriving in the village every now and then, and they will provide us with some goods which we cannot ourselves produce, such as warm clothing, particularly clothing that is particularly warmer than the clothing that your tailor can produce, which is a bit rude, isn't it, to be honest? I mean, what's wrong with your tailor that they cannot produce warm clothing? So yeah, so you can buy that from the merchant when they turn up. Right, so we're running out of... I thought I had built it. I was just wondering why my wood and my stone was so low. And that's because before you joined me, I built a blacksmith. And that will make tools, it will make weapons and armour. So we will add a blacksmith to that. And it requires, yeah, wood from the trees, plus that's what is that? That's bronze, isn't it? Yeah, that's bronze and iron to make tools. Yeah, we don't have much of either, to be honest, do we? I think what we'll do, we have quite a bit of bronze, so what we can do is we can refocus our mine, which is over here. Where is it? Hidden behind that tree. We can focus you on digging out iron. So we don't need stone so much just yet, because I'm not planning on building anything new. So we will get that done. We have completed our defensive wall there. Well, part of that defensive wall. I've not seen any vagabonds, thugs or enemy villagers approaching. And they're over the other side of this bridge, aren't they, somewhere? There they are. Oh, what a tiny little village they've got. Oh, makes me feel almost sad for them. But the risk there, of course, is they could be envious of the success and the and the sheer luxuriousness of my outpost here. Now, because my miners are taking so long to mine stuff, and I can't build anything new with that, which is annoying. Can I... Is there any rock I can mine here? I think I have one labourer still. Yeah, Sablina. I could... What was that? Did I see someone wandering across the hilltop there? Oh no, it's just an animal. Sorry. Let's send Sabila out to get these rocks here. That's those two. Can we get those two too? There you go. That should get me 4 extra stone at least while doing that. I must say the look of the game is certainly improving as development goes on. Now, my slight worry here is that I'm not producing any firewood because I'm using all the logs, the few logs I've got, for creating weapons and tools and all sorts of other things. I've got 10 clothing now, 15 people. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough because we are currently in November and it's 48.8 degrees Fahrenheit, which is quite cold, quite chilly. So it's going to get really cold at night now. And I imagine they're going to want firewood. Do we want firewood more than tools? We probably do, actually. I do have a firewood chopper here. There you are. Let's make firewood. Okay. It's all gone into night time again. That's nice. And my water supply, oh, it's gone down. I think it went up to about 7 or so, didn't it? And it's gone down to 3 now. So obviously water lasts for a little while. Ooh, Ingreth has got a tool. Why does a gatherer want a tool? What's she doing with it? Is she hacking away at berries? Do mushrooms need particularly sort of to be axed? Do you need to saw herbs out of the ground? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, look, what's that? Oh yes, because one of my farms is growing cabbage as opposed to wheat. Actually, I'm wondering if, because I don't have a miller or a baker, if wheat is the best thing to grow there. I'm thinking I might change that to pumpkins, which is probably going to mean now that my people starve for several months. I hope that's not true. What are my people doing? My happiness... Oh, on the happiness thing, I think when we first saw the happiness percentage come into the game, it started at 100%. But in one of the latest updates, the developers told us they've changed it. You now start at 80%. So it's quite a challenge to get it up above that. And as you can see, although I'm not giving my people many luxuries like firewood and decent housing, their happiness is declining, even though they have jobs and they have a house of some description. They have water and food, quite a fair amount of water and food. But, yeah, how's my firewood gatherer doing? He's making none. Okay, so we're back in daylight again. The pastures are doing well. I mean, we are getting cloth, leather, wool and food from these, so that's all working quite nicely. Yeah, could do with another house really. What's the blacksmith doing? You've produced... Oh yeah, that's the tailor, isn't it? Where's the blacksmith? There you are, I've hidden you in the trees. So you've made 3 tools, that's good. So who has tools? The miner, the gatherer, and the blacksmith has a tool. Okay, fine. But at least the miner has them. I think the miner and the forester are probably them, and the forester has one now as well. Excellent, so sensible people are getting tools by the look of it, which is fine. It's snowing, this looks so pretty. Very, very pretty. And these chop in wood to make firewood. We've got 4 firewood, that's good. How many people do we have? That's our forester hut, isn't it? We've got 2 foresters there. I mean, this is the thing I have issues with in games like this, is knowing quite how best to balance activities to meet demands. It's not a game start. Oh, this is so snowy. This is wonderful. I mean, unlike in sort of real sim games like The Sims, for example, we don't see tracks in the snow. So the people running around aren't leaving footprints. And they're not making ice angels either, or snow angels, whatever they're called. I don't know, is that a particularly American thing? I mean, I never did it as a kid. And I don't know any kids I know today do snow angels. But it seems to be a thing you see in American games like The Sims. And on American programs and films. Don't know. Oh, the well's filling up quite nicely. That's good. That's good. It's lit up. Oh, I hadn't noticed that before. Oh, that is cool. That's deserving of a screenshot. It's deserving of a screenshot. There you go. Oh no, he's gone home. Of course he has. It's not even 10 o'clock and he's gone home. Part-timer. I suppose it is getting cold. 31.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, it is getting very chilly now. As the night time envelops the village. Ooh, people are looking. Oh, people are freezing. Oh heck! There's firewood. What are they doing? Oh, they've killed somebody. They've killed somebody. Oh, excellent. I assume that's because you're not of us. Oh, you can just. Is he gone? Oh, he's gone now. He doesn't last long. It looked like he had some sort of weapon sticking out of his chest, which is good. There's no notification that we've killed somebody. Though we do get notifications if any of our people cark it, as it will. Yeah. You got any? You've got a cabbage. What about the bigger house? You've got a cabbage. Everyone's got cabbage, which is nice. Cabbage is good. It's full of nutrients. Yeah, I'm not seeing any firewood. I mean, firewood has been created. So is that stored in the warehouse or on the stockpile? It's on the warehouse, isn't it? Firewood 6. I'm not sure why they're not picking it up. Interesting. Okay. Tools. We're doing quite well for tools. Do you know what I might do? I might build a campfire in here just to see what it looks like. Decoration, was it? It was a campfire. Where will that go? Oh, I need 3 wood, and somebody's used the wood up. Oh! Right. I'll keep pressing escape. You want to press that button. It'd be nice if there was a... Is there a key you can use to get out of that? No. You have to click that button again. It'd be nice if an escape or tab or right click or something would take it out of build mode. Out of that menu. Oh, some more wood being added. Now, can I get to that? No. Before someone else has taken it. Okay, what we'll do, we will stop the blacksmith. Where's the blacksmith? There you are. We'll stop you working. Oh, we're in a brand new year. Last year we created 6 tools. That's fine. Okay, we'll produce 1 tool this year. That deer loves hanging around. Maybe it just... Aha! Right. We'll unrecruit you. We'll send you out to... where's the forester hut? There's the forester hut. So if we... Do we want to denude this area of trees? Because that's where the enemies are coming in from. It kind of gives them something to hide behind, doesn't it? So no, let's send... Let's get rid of those trees there. See what I mean? I keep pressing escape when I don't really want to. Still got 4 stone. Did I not send someone out to collect those rocks? Oh, maybe I didn't have a labourer at the time. That's why. Yes. Okay. No one's freezing yet. We're getting plenty of firewood. We'll get to 15 firewood. Oh, actually, that's the maximum. You do set that on the firewood builder. Yeah, maximum firewood is 5. It's 15. So we will stop at 15. So he should have stopped working now. It's a simple but effective enough animation. 14 firewood. Has that gone down? I think it's gone down, hasn't it? Someone must be picking it up. So if we just... Oh, he's going to take another log. Alright. I'm just watching that. Is anyone... I don't know if anyone is taking firewood. Oh, we've got 18 firewood now. Oh, that's interesting. Ah. Okay, so if we've got 18 firewood, are you going to carry on chopping? No, you're not. Excellent. Right. So what we will do is we will unrecruit you. Again, not really a word, but what the heck. Healer. We've got nobody sick. And we have got at the moment... Oh, just 1 medicine, have we? Is that all we've got? Really? I thought we had more than that. Yes. Okay. In terms of... What does the healer's hut do? It requires berries. That's what that is, isn't it? Yeah, so we still need our gatherer to go out and pick berries. Again, I don't think you can sort of focus the gatherer on what they collect. It would be nice if you could do that. Or are they... Yeah, it says cloth there, doesn't it? That's interesting. So are they gathering cloth from the tailor? Or does cloth just normally just sort of hang around on the ground? Does it sort of spontaneously appear? Because I thought the tailor would take the cloth back into the warehouse. Again, some mechanics I'm not entirely clear of. Sure of. Clear? No, you know what I mean. So, anyway, let's get a healer healing again. So we could do with someone to make some more medicine. Because in the depths of winter, people do tend to get a little bit cold and ill. So we've got 1 labourer left. What are you actually doing, Mr. Labourer? Ah, you're going to collect my stone for me. I think you are. Run, Forest, run. Gosh, those pigs are huge. That is one... Wow. That is one heck of pig. Hang on, let's follow you in. Don't need you there anymore. So is this going to be 1 rock, 1 stone, or multiple? I love the way the sheep bounce along. That is rather cool. And he's avoiding the spiky fence. Is that pig eating our pumpkins? You better not be. We'll have to have words with somebody. 6. Oh, that was 2 stone. Okay, that's fair enough. Okay. Is our pumpkin patch? That's a cabbage patch. No. Oh. Maybe they take... I don't... Again, are they seasonal? Or do they just take so long to... or I was going to say ferment. But vegetables and fruits and stuff don't generally ferment. Well, not unless you sort of put them in sugar and yeast and stuff and make beer and wine and the like. No, to grow. to cultivate. Yeah, cultivate is probably the word I was looking for. 15 people are cold again. Did I place the I didn't place the campfire. I want a campfire. Although it is 12 AM, so nobody's probably going to build it now, are they? A campfire. Where should we have that? We will have that right here, I think. Because this is the cheaper housing. So we'll put it out here. Oh! That does look good. Oh, I can't really zoom in any closer. Are they going to gather around the fire? No. Well, I'll just have to take a screenshot. I mean, there's firewood. They should be taking that to keep themselves warm. You would have thought. They've still got that cabbage and 9 water. That's 2 a person, is it? I haven't been watching the well. 27, it's half full. That's cool. Free roaming chickens. I wonder if they've determined yet if free roaming chickens are tastier than pasteurised chickens. Pasteurised chickens. What am I like? Okay. Right. We are still at... Well, okay, we're getting quite a lot of iron now. So I think we need to revert to mixed to start building up our stone reserves as well. Let's keep this going. We've still got 1 general purpose labourer. He hasn't collected all the rocks I marked for collection there, has he? Or she? Baxter now, is it? What happened to Sablina? Okay. Yeah, people are... Okay, they're obviously going to a job they prefer to do, which is fair enough. This does look rather nice, doesn't it? This does look rather nice. Oh, and the fire's gone out at 5 o'clock. I don't know if the campfire... It doesn't appear... Oh, a merchant has arrived. Aha! And... Right, okay, right, so... We can sell... If we... what do we... Right, that's up and down arrows. Yeah, sorry, the symbols are a little bit odd. Okay. So we don't really want to sell firewood, not in the winter. What's that? Is that herbs? Again, could do with a tooltip there, I think. Okay. So what do we want to buy? Okay. Okay, right, so I want 1 medicine and the merchant's value is 20. Okay. And 1 clothes. Oh, that's 20, that's good. Now this presumably is, where's the warm clothing? Because I think if I'm selling it... Oh no, hang on, these are the different icons. So... Okay, yeah, so this icon here is ordinary clothing. And this, the lower icon, the one with arms, is the warm clothing. Yes, I think that was previously the icon for clothing, and the developer did say in one of the updates that they've changed the icon to differentiate now between, well, minimal clothing, adequate clothing, and warm and lovely and cozy clothing. So that's that. Okay. So I can get 1 medicine for 1 ordinary clothing. He's not selling any ordinary clothing. What about booze? That's ale, isn't it, I imagine? Well, that's not so expensive, so I could take... if I take 1 ale for everybody... Okay, that's 35. And I will sell... Yeah, they're 1 apiece. What's that? Not sure what that is. Well, I don't have any anyway, so... Could be fish. Maybe. Yeah, where is it up here? Oh, flour. Flour. Right, okay. Yes, I had a feeling I had built the fisherman's hut in the last episode because the fisherman's hut was included in the previous updates in May. But it looks like I haven't, or I've just loaded the different save game. I'll take 1 of you. Oh, that's... Well, that's worth 4. Okay, what about wool? Oh, we're nearly there. Firewood. Yeah, we could sell one of you. Well, that's 36. So if we put you in there, can we buy something else which is 1? Oh, we could buy more ale, couldn't we? That's 36, 36. Okay, now I'm hoping that having this ale in the village will keep people happier, because my happiness is now at 58%, which is quite low, I think. It is quite low. Okay, so let's do that exchange. Done. Right. Yeah, I think we're okay. We'll send you away. Thank you so much, sir. Well, he disappeared very quickly, didn't he? Got out there smartish. Yeah. So, what's on my resource list now? Ale, 16. Cloth, 18. Yeah. Warm clothes, none. Ordinary clothing. Okay, our tailor is still in business. Are you the tailor here? You are. Okay, you're fine. We're not producing tools at the moment, but that's okay. So what I want to do is build up our raw materials here a little bit more before, so I can build another building to do something in. The firewood doesn't appear to be going down, and as I understood the mechanics was people would take firewood to keep themselves warm. So I'm not quite sure why they're not doing that. Actually, firewood doesn't appear on this list at all. Not even in the cheap seats. No. Okay. Is pumpkin patch? No. And the cabbages are going down as well. Actually, we've only got 2 farmers there. Maybe it would be better if I had all the farmers in there. I'm not sure. Where's my labourer? There you are. Oh, you're chopping down trees. That's fine. We're good with that. We're good with that. Right, so what I'll do here is I think I will finish this episode here. It's been quite fun, actually. I'm glad we saw the merchant. And yeah, so it's nice to see the new buildings, the well, the cemetery. There's nobody in there yet. Nobody's died yet, which is cool. The campfire, which is a really nice effect. I like that. It'd be nice if people huddled around it, though. Maybe that there'll be a mechanic at some point where they do, like when they have a village council meeting or something. So all the elders gather together to decide on village policy and make judgments about wrongdoings, perhaps. And we've got our blacksmith working now, so we've got tools. There are no tools left, but I think everyone who needs a tool really has one, I think. All the important people do anyway. We're creating medicine. We've got 4 medicine now up there, which hopefully will be enough to keep us through the winter. And we're doing quite well. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I have a sneaking suspicion that the game is now getting very close to that point where I will want to start doing these more regularly. Because there's a lot of stuff now in the game. We've seen our people defend themselves against an attack, or at least some vagabond coming into our village. We saw someone briefly dead on the ground with some weapons sticking out their chest, which was nice to see. Not that I advocate murder and slaughter, but oh, I love this fire. I think we will leave this on that moment. That's good. So yeah, there's lots of things going on. If you'd like to see more of this, then please do let me know by liking the video. That's a great start. Even better though, your thoughts on it. If you've played it a bit further on than I have, it has been out for a while, and I only play it occasionally, sort of to produce these monthly update videos. So if you've got any hints and tips or recommendations for progressing in the game, it'd be great to hear from you. Your insight would be very much appreciated. Or if you've got any criticisms of the way I'm playing it, or the tactics I'm using, on the assumption that I've got some plan of tactics and stuff No, I haven't really. Yes, you know that. It'd be great to hear from you. And of course, if you've not already subscribed to the channel, then you could do that now. And that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost here in Bastide. Until the next time, bye-bye for now.